If I turn the gain up, can it hear me from back here? I don't know. Yes? It looks like yes. It's really awesome if yes. Because I want to chill. I would like to relax. Although, assumingly, it cuts off. Because that's how it always goes. There's something I can do. I removed the noise gate. So maybe that will fix it. Unclear.
And another thing.
How about
stand up straight.
the Morrigan? The fan.
I want to try this out. This weapon's cool, and I want to use it. So therefore, I am using it.
By will of night.
If I'm sitting up, I should turn the gain down, huh?
This goes no farther. For the daughters of night.
Okay.
For the unseen. This is my path.
To think all we needed was a perilous
Sure.
man here.
That's kind of why this weapon is, like, pretty cool. I was like, wait a second, what's going on? Why am I being offered hidden knives?
Not an option.
Forgetting that this is in fact the dagger's skull. We do want Hephaestus. Ah, a ghost. As they say. So this should take us to the shop. Or the mini-boss.
Worth the risk.
Mini-boss it is.
A lightning sigil.
Now, is this a PowerPoint for, like, school? Is school's out, I imagine. I recently also had to make a PowerPoint for stuff.
Locked.
And I did make all of mine in, like, 10 minutes one night. So I feel you. I guess actually it wasn't just one. I guess most of the work was animations. And that's why it wasn't just in one night.
In the name of hate.
It is for fun reasons. I feel you. Do you know what it's gonna be on? I imagine so if you're already in this one.
I can't do it.
Oh, I'm out of mana. That's super bad. Fair enough. Good luck on your PowerPoint.
Olympus, I accept this message. Infinite possibility.
I guess I should have done special. It's about God triples me. I see.
All in spider silk.
That new season was very impactful.
Do me the
Love that my thing didn't go off. That was really good. I really don't understand why my Omega attack is not going off. Okay. I'll take a 201. This was a pretty good start, and then
Outlast.
mana problems kind of dragged it down.
The pathway's down.
I honestly don't want to hesitate this. That aside, not really sure what I'm after.
Closer to Tartarus.
I guess we're after mana, of course.
That song again.
Two egg rooms in one run is pretty lucky.
Don't look down.
Could still get Narcissus. We really want Hera. Yeah, okay. Although maybe even not. There we go. If my attack goes off, it works really well. You know what I mean?
Olympus, accept this message. Let's see how this goes.
Fucking hell.
One remains.
Ugh.
Those spots again.
At this point, we will take anything that would give us mana. But of course,
Worth the risk.
are you fucking? These are the same boons.
She's back.
By now, every single soul.
At the risk of arguing over a technicality, I've met at least one soul in Ocean.
Well, we can't please everyone.
Am I charging or not, bro? $136. Pretty slow. I'm being pulled into a call.
Tucked away.
Don't waste your finger, no. Catch straight to the bone. We always get back up.
My altar.
I shall return. I rise again. Conserve your might for me. I am held fast. What news?
The bangle.
Did you dice resumes?
I have returned. Should work.
Hey, watch it.
These old bones. You may continue.
Kronos on my father's throne far below. Typhon threatening Olympus far above. Listen well to the commander, all right?
There's my decisive. Shall return. Let us continue. Stuff.
Counteract now.
A different tactic now. I've done some on my own side. Fatal blow. I have returned. Shoot something new, will ya? A different tactic now.
This one.
Try that here. The trick. You may continue.
No use.
Well spent.
Ignium. Millenary. Ignium.
Things that I've seen.
Forged by the fates. Eos.
We've got to get to that. Let us continue.
Supe.
Over here. I'm out of here. vanquish me again. I must go.
Zorafet. My form.
Return.
Zorafet. Thanatos.
Here goes my body parts. Yahweh, get back.
I wish. Nuggle.
What news? Let's go.
Need to recharge.
Let me try it here. Never accept defeat.
Hello, ladies.
The gifts of the veil.
Hi there.
Death to Kronos.
Vengeance.
Almost got there. But then, almost isn't good enough, is it?
Kneel before me.
Careful with this one. Not a care in the world. Death to Kronos, sir.
You'll get him yet.
Death to Kronos.
Get lost.
Anything stand out? Moonlight, guide us.
Fates protect you.
Greetings, record keeper.
Okay, my meeting is over, but I have to check something for one of my coworkers. Of course, it's never something easy. Okay. I've helped the coworker. Which means it's back to gaming. Alright. I think I like
Another testament awaits.
trying aspect of Morgan for this stuff. I think it's interesting.
For the daughters of night.
So we're gonna keep at it for a bit. And then probably switch back to Medea depending on if I'm like, I'm going too slow or
Let's
not.
see how this goes.
Well, this is...
Good.
Okay. I love that it just didn't target. Like, I did the Omega Special at the start, or the Omega Attack at the start, and it just went nowhere. That was awesome. Ah. message again. But my headphones don't reach far enough, and so I just like yank myself on a leash like a dog, basically. Nine slides. See, mine was like 5 slides. Maybe 6, if you count the title. It was about speedrunning, so it felt appropriate to make it quite short. It was so few. It balanced out because of a different friend of mine. We were told to make our PowerPoints with the intention of making our presentations no longer than 15 minutes. One of my friends showed up with like 130 slides. Which was pretty funny. I have to give him that.
For the fates. For the unseen.
It's a pretty bad start. So let's just get rid of it. You know? Do it again.
It simply is so be it.
See, that's what should have happened last time.
Got it.
Thank you, birdie.
That's that.
5 to 10 minutes. See, that sounds like a reasonable-ish time frame to me. I think
This is the Titan's fault.
I feel like mine was pretty close to the 15-minute time limit, if I had to like guess, considering it's not like we were actually timed. Oh my god. I'm remembering why I wasn't liking this like weapon for runs. And it's because it is so fucking miserable to be hit out of your
Shall
charge.
it be?
So let's do Cersei. This seems like a fun idea. Although I think we want the dog.
What would Knight have me do?
Just trade off
This is fate.
that crit chance for actually having a bit of control over where the second ring goes.
Death to Kronos.
Take a rare.
Electric. Wastrels.
Yeah.
Right. Who else?
I think we do rousing reception. There is now 3 mini boss options in this biome, so I think it's worth taking this Chaos Gate. I don't know if that means there's actually 3 mini boss doors now or not. Sure.
Let's see. How this
Okay,
goes.
this is what I expected, but that's fine.
In the name of Hades.
We want
Worth the risk.
the Death Blast.
It's quiet.
So you finally. Why, hello. Thank you for visiting. May it keep you
Now, if
safe.
we could somehow keep this for the whole run.
Do be careful out there.
This is my father's room.
Okay. It's too good of an attack to pass it on.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay. 120 to get to Hecate, not
Lord
bad.
Chiron, I've returned.
Really would have loved what you call it. I think we'll take that just to get a blitz effect.
There you are. Your staff takes on an unexpected
This is the form Discura took.
Cersei.
Okay, our damage is reasonable. Our damage is slightly more than reasonable, I think. 146 is like... That's mostly because of rousing perception, if I can be honest,
Thank you,
but...
mistress.
Two storm rings is a lot of damage, you know what I mean? Not even counting dropping what you call it on people,
Fair trade.
the lasers.
Beginning descent.
Or I think maybe the dog,
These
maybe,
feet are clean.
I don't know what would be better than the dog here. Like maybe the frog because it's like stationary more often.
Chaos, I heard your call.
Take Narcissus.
Alive.
Just, what do you know? Don't worry. I'm sure you'll find someone who...
Damn, bro. Thanks. Healing. This is like all equally useless, so.
Some stardust.
We don't really want anything else from Hera, do we? Oh, shit. That was supposed to be reroll.
Have at you, King.
That fight could have gone a bit faster. It's just, it's so hard to keep track of the rat.
Accept this message.
Fuck
The
it,
boon
sure.
awakened. More serpents.
We really want a Demeter boon to get her
You speak to me of nightmares. Here is one.
her bonus thing in the cast. You know what I mean? I don't remember what it's called. Gust?
The underworld you never knew,
Kill sleep aid.
but you did not miss much. Why do you so wish you could from such a people?
Not too bad.
Cease this whilst you
That should
have
take
the
us to the
opportunity.
shop also, I think. Yeah. Nice. Maybe.
Infinite possibility.
I'm willing to spend my last rolls for it. Ah, bummer. Because our hammer is, yeah, just flat 30 power. So that's actually like big damage on that shit.
Our #1 fan. There's a lot to like about.
You're taking advantage of this place being past the...
Oh, if we ever go.
How is she? What? Yeah, okay. We lost a bit of time here.
I hate her. Got it.
I think the cast stuff is starting to fall off kind of hard, unfortunately.
To firmer ground.
Although maybe it'll come back around. Especially now that I'm remembering to spend mana.
Come on, Mel.
Because we are afflicting curses. So long as I, like, hit them with shit.
Illuminate my path.
Unironically, I really want finish line. Maybe not really.
Now my reward.
Okay.
I can get out now.
That fight was pretty bad. 10 seconds is quite slow.
This way feels right.
Let's see.
Echo, it's you.
Ah, let me fucking out.
It's
Well, I know it's gonna hit, so
this shall help. Help.
it's a lot of damage. The hammer could be really nice. Forgot about Fig Leaf. Sure, special speed's never bad. Especially because we're using it to fly. Ooh, this is also pretty nice.
Should be more. Started.
Let's see it then.
Okay, seems like they kind of fixed Nemesis also there. Where she doesn't take 10 years running around.
Mommy,
Let us together
I think I see a fundamental flaw to this build.
This night has grown
And that's that.
moon water.
together we shine.
Like, if I put the cast down and the things move, like, it's pretty good in these boss fights. I think this is where it really shines. Everything else, though, I think is the problem.
Not going to hurt you, Cerberus.
Also, the dog is kind of... The dog moving around like this is quite fucking annoying. Like, I want him to stand with me. Maybe in that case, the bird is just with us still.
His coat.
You're safe now. You're all right.
What other boons could I get to buff my shit here?
This way.
I guess it's just like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what items we could have gotten to make the cast better, and I think we got them all. I think we're also gonna YOLO it.
What do we have in here? Unseen. Central control. Just need a moment.
Why must everybody in our family be such an irritant?
Greetings.
Yeah.
4 more chambers. Three chambers left.
Okay, that's a nice fig.
You shouldn't have crossed me.
Who up toing their Hades or something? I mean, objectively me, I suppose. What's up with you, Hanan? It's been a while. I feel like, were you having computer troubles like a while ago?
Olympus, I accept this
I've been
message.
typecast as work. Yeah. Yeah, you're coming into stream after my like freaking
Sure, why not?
20-30 minute work call that happened at the start of stream.
River, take me. Refreshing.
You yet persist. Long have I...
Let's drop an Omega special. See, why did the dog spawn there? That's what I don't understand.
This
10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Shit. Those are like the rough shifts too, though. No. Rough. Ah. What kind of art are you trying to do? Like, what are we talking?
A fan.
That makes sense. Using the digital art tablet for what it was meant for,
For the fates.
instead of just like getting people in Apex.
It simply is our law. Then here.
Won't open.
Oh, I have the dog. Fuck. Actually, maybe the dog's not bad. No, he is.
Come, Rocky.
Even with the staff build, he wasn't very good.
There's fear in the air. This is fate. For the unseen.
No weakness. Granted.
See, you're doing what my one friend does whenever he, like, I'm not saying this to roast him, but it's a real commitment to, like, anything ever where it's like, wow, I'm just getting to this. I might as well invest heavily just to force myself to do it more. Which, I mean, if the fact that you spent a bunch of money on the tablet is making you actually use it more, I think it's worth it. Okay. Exactly.
These always come in handy.
We're the Silver Sisters and
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Farewell.
I can't quit ever.
In the name of Hades.
I feel like there's got to be a bit of a middle ground between can't quit ever and
Let's see how this goes.
ah, yeah, okay, you're all in. I guess I want rousing reception still.
You'll regret this.
Okay, nice.
Remember that.
My thing actually went off. Right now, that would be 1, 2, 3, 16%.
Infinite possibility.
Yeah, every now and again, I'm like, I should get into, like, drawing. Because I don't really draw. and I'll do it for a while, and I go, that was fun, and then I'll put it down forever.
Right.
Most of what I do is writing.
Silk cocoons.
The power of the YouTube video.
My blades shine like the moon.
I feel you though. Literally, sometimes it's just like, actually, fuck. Something looks cool. I think I could maybe start doing that thing again. $128, not ideal. Okay, the cat is currently staring at my wires. So hopefully I don't have to deal with him attacking me. Are you trying to come up here? I'm gonna move some of the wires so you can come up here somewhat safely, Pascal. Yep. Come up. Don't look up there. Come over here. Alright, I got a kitty cat in my arms now. I have to be very careful about how I do this. My will could be swayed by a mere suggestion. Honestly, you're not the only person. A lot of people are a lot more suggestible than they think.
I have a sense.
I really wish I had gotten it. And yet, I still watch videos that are very convincing.
A gift.
Actively attempting to be suggested. You want to meow for the microphone, Pascal? No? That's fine, too. Chaos Gate's nice. Our build is, like, good right now.
Farewell, Erebus.
I'm like very deeply unsuggestible. Like, even if it's something that I would enjoy, it's so hard to get me to fucking do it. Especially because there's just not enough. So many people want to do stuff on a fucking Monday night. You know what I mean? That's when I have a D&D game, my friends from college, my sibling-in-law has this fencing place they go to Monday nights now, and I want to go there also. I would also love to be fencing again with them. However, these two things are quite hard to do simultaneously. Rolls of persuasion. Despite getting a nat 1, still succeeds. Damn.
Destroyed.
That's like get help territory, if I can be perfectly honest. Alternatively, how have you not joined an MLM or a cult? I guess just the luck of the draw. We're doing good damage right now. Like, things are happening in a way that's awesome. It's just not in a way that's fast.
Must have been my chaos spoon just then.
Yo, get into art. Drawing is like really cheap. You just need a pen and a paper. And you said, what if I spent $500? That is pretty funny.
There's a lot to like about this part.
You're taking advantage of.
Drawing is really cheap because you want good supplies. And that is insight from an official artist. I can confirm. A Penguin's Art Hog does the art. That was a okay siren. True, true. What if I spent 800 euro or 1,000 euros right away to start drawing digitally? And again, sometimes that's a better method than not doing that because of the sunk cost fallacy. Jesus. I said $1,000 as a joke. You didn't have to actually drop the number.
More corrupted.
For that price, you could have bought
Illuminate my path.
2 Nintendo Switch 2s. Think about it like that.
Now I want.
It is not enough merely to vanquish our enemies. Let us
But the
begin.
sunk cost fallacy has my back. Right, the highly suggestible. See, I was gonna get a Switch 2 until they dropped the price tag. And then I said, no, I'll wait. I'll hold off. Damn, our attack boon's kind of looking, you say.
Interesting. Olympus, I accept this message.
Cat's giving me that danger look right now, which I don't like because how particularly close he is to my face.
Echo, it's you.
Fuck it. Level 8 attack.
Such a power.
Still not as good as just a base level Aphrodite boon, but getting there.
Flourish.
I love how I got stunned out of my ability. I love charge attack.
They know I'm here.
I have no connection to monetary wealth. Casinos hate me, probably. Or they love me if they are good at convincing. True. They don't care how much money you have. They just care that you're willing to waste all of your money.
What do we have in stock?
Objectively, yeah, you have saved money on buying markers by buying a digital thing. Which there's an argument to be made there, I suppose.
Shell.
I'm not gonna make it for you.
You'll soon be good and clean.
Hello there. Rinviri. We're gonna pretend that I didn't decide to use this weapon. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Revol. The bangle.
They're good markers, but I'm scared to use them. Fair. That's what happens when you spend a lot of money on something and you go, I don't want to use these up. Yeah, we'll just do Medea.
This is fate. For the unseen. Death to Kronos.
Okay.
Electric.
Okay, the game understands, I guess, that this is the weapon for me. Sure.
Bones for the broker.
Hammer very good.
Come. Is that all?
Admittedly, I've like, in general, yeah, that's an amount of money I've probably also spent on stuff. And also, like, as of right now, no, Medea is probably just definitely the fastest by like a long shot. But there are, like, I still really like Aspect of Moros, and I think I could probably get a sub 6 with it. I just don't know about anything faster than that.
Right.
It is certainly the obvious choice. It's certainly, like, way too good. I think the fact that it didn't get nerfed with this patch is, like, still shocking to me.
You should have stayed.
Try as they might, don't ever let them get to you.
Okay, yeah, like, on a holiday, that's a reasonable amount of money, I suppose. Because, like, you know, rent for 3 months for me is, like, $3,300. That's already, like, a baseline amount of money that I have to spend. So that number's not so crazy. Even if you weren't doing, like, other stuff. Yeah, our build is like perfect right now.
Mother strength.
Okay, in that case, you're a fucking sicko. You're a psychopath. How did you spend that much money? Is that what you want to hear? Okay, even with Artemis, we are kind of slow, unfortunately. Like, we've had a really good set of RNG happen to us. It's just... I think I played kind of badly. This is chamber 11, okay. This should be the last wave.
Got to say, it's
I'm
nice
just a
to
silly
get away
little
from it
fella.
all.
I don't know about that. That's not good. There's really that.
Let's see how this goes.
Well, you're particular.
Okay.
I was never here.
Good hunting. Olympus, I accept this message. Infinite possibility.
It's 10% more
There
damage.
you are.
How could that be bad?
Now,
I wish I could just have rousing reception every run. I understand why I can't, but I still wish I could. I'll take a 151.
Return to shadow now.
I think it definitely could have been faster, but yesterday we had like a 148 in our PB, so
Have you
It's
learned
not so
nothing,
bad.
granddaughter?
Could try a different one.
roll this once or twice.
Worth the risk. Going down.
We'll just get natty chaos gates. It's just that easy. See what I mean? Like,
Hit me then. So serene.
I feel like there's a disproportionate amount of times where I roll in that fountain and then get a chaos gate even though I didn't buy one. And then it makes me feel silly. Okay, that guy, he had the moves.
stand back.
Okay.
Or else. Should be more.
Seeing all of the fish explode and drop the bombs is a little... It's funny.
Water spouts activated.
Okay, well we just sort of wasted our, shameless attitude threshold.
In the name of Hades.
I think we still want Zeus. Yeah, we want double strike.
Remember me, serpent?
Oh, he didn't pop. Or he didn't teleport. That's... I did that fight badly. Yeah, just casually they're throwing 1,000 bombs at me.
Infinite
It's fine.
possibility.
The chaos curse is over. Could still get a fig leaf. still get a fig leaf? I didn't think it would happen. Okay. That's a decent hit.
Worth the risk.
I guess we take this because of the Medea movement. Yeah, Oceanus, it's nice. Does she live? Oh. Only by one hit, too, is the worst part. Okay. 2 minutes, or 2 seconds under a minute in Oceanus. Pretty nice. Okay, so here we want the echo option that resets our keepsake
Closer now.
for the next biome. That way we can get 2 free chambers, hopefully, in Tartarus. That's what it's called, right?
Come on, Mel.
Okay. If this isn't Athena, I will be mute. Okay, nice. So where's that tree? Seriously, where is it?
Illuminate my path.
Okay.
May the boon I now bestow provide a difference in the battles yet.
Totally. That fight could have gone a lot better.
I can get out now.
That hammer door would have been nice if not for the fact that we can't risk fucking up the echo door. This mini boss is so bad. Holy shit.
Remember that.
That was so bad. Maybe I should have taken the other door and just lucked into final room mini boss or something. Unfortunate.
For me?
So,
Are you sure?
also unfortunate.
Flourish. Can't hear me on my authority.
Okay. Get me, please. Thank you.
Silence.
Oh right, the fig leaf. Oh my god, I forgot about that. It's over here. 412, this is when we want to leave the biome.
This should help.
Unfortunate.
What is it you think you're guarding?
This was like the best possible. Okay, not the best possible, but a really good enemy.
Cyrus, you're free.
24 seconds for first fight though, not ideal.
Placated for them.
I'm like missing so many attacks on things.
You're safe now. You're all right. This way.
A minute 14 to match the PB. Well, the PB had the reset Gorgon amulet, so kind of doubtful of that happening.
Unseen. Central control. Just need a moment.
Why must everybody in our family be such an irritant?
Nice. Also very nice.
One remains.
Knowing that he got to summon, but this is worth it if we get one boon. If it's not, if we don't get the boon, it's not worth it. I feel like they made that really high chance to happen. To show up the dash. Final chamber. If we have the most insane fight of our life, this could be a sub 6, which would be cool and decent practice.
Gone all this way, my lord. River, take me.
Our build is solid. Nice. Just in time for tomorrow.
You cannot be. I have more guests I wish for you to meet.
See, that's the kind of crazy thing. Getting attacked doing this channel doesn't interrupt it. But doing the dagger attack channel does. That's so weird. Shucks. I think I missed one attack there.
For the fates.
Alright, that was a good first Medea run though.
The lightning sigil.
Okay.
Right.
There's always one guy.
This is the Titan's fault. Death to Kronos. Infinite possibility.
Sure. Still not a good chaos boon, but it's a big one.
No.
Probably shouldn't have bought that. Yeah, this should take me to the mini boss. If it doesn't. Or if it's double mini boss, we'll get to the Chaos Gate.
Worth the risk.
I kinda don't really want, like, Ares on the attack is just so. Are you? Okay, actually, this is good. Okay. Okay, good might have been an oversight, but it's definitely better than it could have been.
Was settled. The more distracted you could.
No.
Let's see how this
Yes.
goes. Good.
Ooh.
Oh, well,
Nice.
it must be there. Good eye. Do be careful out there.
Well,
Why should
if
we
you don't
here?
first. Then get out of here.
Oh, maybe I should have taken Demeter.
Must have been my chaos spoon just then.
Nice. We'll take money. Oh my god. I did one extra pause input somehow, and then it wouldn't dash for some reason. Oh, perfect.
Until we meet again.
Okay. Our build has come together.
You go.
Nice try. I believe. I believe in the sheep. How did that miss? I should have just stuck left to right instead of trying to go up and down.
For the unseen.
Inconvenient, but it's fine. Okay.
Thunderous power. In you go.
Hammer is just too good to pass up, unfortunately. But maybe Aphrodite's worth it. Because this is only good if I get... It's really only great if I get, what's it called? Possessed Array. Everything else is just, like, fine. Okay.
Until we meet again.
Maybe single one. I know you can't do that anymore.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh, don't worry. It matches your eye. Can't catch me.
And a Chaos Gate? Damn.
Do be careful out there.
If only these doors had happened in opposite order.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, we're really hurting for an attack boon. Oh shit, there might have been. I always forget to buy that. No, I think you saw, right? I think I just completely glossed over that it would have been really helpful to have that. Who needs HP? My path here was bad. Maybe there'll be another one.
Never get enough of those.
My god. See, it's just... It's the things where it's like, oh, actually, I can wait on this. I don't need to rush it. That I need to pay more attention to, like the shops. Because when I'm in those little things, it's like, oh, I can just chill.
In the name of Hades.
Okay. Just immediately palming it is nice.
Dressed all in spider silk. Now,
One, two, three, six. Okay. 155. It's fast enough.
Have you learned nothing, granddaughter?
We'll roll it.
Infinite possibility.
We'll even roll it twice. Okay, well, we're not rolling it a third time.
Beginning descent.
The amount of times I've reset to getting sheeped is kind of embarrassing. So I, in fact, count that shit.
Those spells. Again.
If you simply were better at dodging it than I am, you probably don't need to, but I don't want to. It especially pains me when I get hit by it. Like, it feels like the worst thing ever. Anything, like if I die to Kronos, it's like, oh, whatever, I fucked up in the insta-kill phase or something. But that feels uniquely bad. Okay. Awesome that my cast got all the way up there.
Worth the risk.
Sure. No shot? Okay, this is
set to
nice.
Fight or get out of the way. Should be more.
Let's see it, man. Got you.
Damn, she didn't kill any of them.
Got you.
Kind of embarrassing.
Glowed and glowed.
Yeah, got everything I need.
I think we're just like 10 seconds too slow.
Sure thing.
is what I feel is the... This isn't even the end of the chamber, or the biome, that's crazy. It's more damage. So no mid shop was a bummer. Everything else is like okay, I guess. Double strike is now 30%. That's actually pretty good. Alright, I don't think this will PB, but it's going pretty good, so I'm willing to continue it. Okay, we got the quick kill on Jetty. And she dived right back in. That's so awesome of her. Okay. .302 isn't like the worst. It's certainly not the best. Cherry bottle, that's fine.
Big drop.
Okay, so for this morning fields to be the one we need to save the run, we need to get 2 reward here. It needs to be a nice door, a nice room, efficient layout. Get our fig right away. We want the Lamia mini boss. We want to get the Echo Boon that refreshes Gorgon Amulet, and then we want another 2 reward chamber that's like small. And then honestly, we could probably still PB. Okay. So far, off to a pretty good start.
Focus now.
Would have liked these in the reverse order, but I can't quite beg and choose, I suppose.
Excellent timing.
Would that we could
Right. I can get out now. Just try and take my blood.
I fucking hate this guy. Okay. That went much better than last run. Sure. We have security systems, so heavy metals basically plus 30 damage or some shit. Bummer.
Thank you, my friend.
Right, it's 20%.
Let's see how this goes.
Okay. It's never 2 rewards, you know what I mean? It's always 3. Maybe they changed it so it is always 3. Hope.
They won't like this. Hear me on my authority. Time to send a message.
Not good. I think I saw the tree. I think this is now officially too slow.
Flourish. Face me.
Is security system not activated for that fight? What the hell? Everybody, I think, wishes they had friends like that. Unfortunately, nobody does, it seems.
Shocking every time.
Okay.
Don't take your sorrow out on me.
Literally, like, the worst morning fields ever, it feels like. I say that about every morning fields, I think. How did that not hit me? I know, but still sad.
Always use more. Try a different one. The antler.
No, it's fine. We have security
Going
system.
down. It worked.
How are you alive?
Father.
Like a cat. I swear by the spoon. Even though it's probably still not worth it because of the room number thing.
Locked.
Or the chamber number thing. I recall that he is indeed a cat.
One chamber.
Yes. My goodness. Maybe a sub 6. Sub 6 is probably still reasonable at this point. Don't think there's a Harrowboon I want, so let's just do this.
Lord Chiron set up shop.
This is one of the few times I've had the Ares infusion turned on, and I really still don't know what it does. Is it just 50% more damage? But said in a weird way.
So many of my subjects long to face you one to one.
Bro, no they do not. None of your guys want a 1v1. I know that. The game didn't really understand what was happening there, it feels. Okay. I'm kind of surprised that I killed him so fast there when I failed to do so last time. I feel like my damage last run was better, but my damage was really good here.
I always hated.
626 is okay.
For nix.
I don't need the sand.
For the fates. For the unseen. I was born for this.
No.
Worth the risk.
I should have just taken rare. I should have just taken the rare. Hmm.
For the fates. For the unseen. It's now or never.
It is now or never.
Infinite possibility.
Okay.
More ashes. Come.
Yo.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I'm investing. What if I get possessed array, you know?
You again. Blood's boiling. Knew it.
She just takes too long to punch you, otherwise I'd say sure, go for it. What if I get possessed array? I invested into it, you know? Yes! That's so good. And here we want an cast room. Because we saw Aphrodite on the door.
Remember that.
I do solo.
Nice. Ares could give us... I don't know.
Call will take you.
What do we want from Ares?
Let's see here.
Like, the answer is nothing, but we'll take his dash.
My eyes just. I've plenty of these fresh.
Do my eyes deceive me? Oh, missed you too, girly.
You truly look lovely.
Okay. Chaos Gate, nice. This is Chamber 10, so Chaos Gate will take us right to the shop. Perfect.
There we go.
Now I know some of those other runs I was doing were pretty good, but this one's absurd.
Dressed all in spider silk.
Like,
Now.
truly the only thing we're missing is like... I don't know, a Nana Boon that's good. Like, if we could get Born Game, that would be cool. 3, 4, 5. What's the rat? The rat sucks, dude. Still our fastest run of the day, even though I swear that thing did not hit me.
Always use more.
I'm not sure how that happened, but it happened. So we make do,
Try a different one.
like any country girl. We'll roll this
Worth the risk.
twice. This is helpful now.
Into the depths.
Oh, I should have sold the dash. That's right. Damn. Alright, no free chaos, but it's okay.
My boon from chaos came alive.
Die, oh my god. It's not about you, Sea Serpent. If I could have used the Fig on the last chamber and fought in here, I would have. Like, that's... The chambers
Have at you, King.
could have been much better, or much kinder if they were ordered just a little bit friendly. Decent fight.
In the name of Hades.
Total strike?
Let's see how this goes.
Jesus. So, no mid shop, no Narcissus yet. We also haven't seen Artemis, so she could show up.
There it is.
Holy shit. It's because I got turned into a rat. The game said it's not your destiny. That's so annoying.
For the fates.
Like, no mid shop,
For the unseen.
that's one thing. No Narcissus, that's another thing. Neither, really bad. A bunch of really bad combat rooms in a row, even worse.
For me.
Chamber's kind of long.
Let's begin.
This could come back around.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay.
The sacred bond.
Okay. I've got a plan. That was not part of the plan. What the fuck?
We're settled. Worth the risk. Just a small
Okay. Things are kind of coming up our way right now.
It's you. you like it.
Thanks, Arachne.
I'm gonna roll this once. Gonna roll this twice. Okay. We want another Haraboon really badly. Honestly, maybe we should have fished for Artemis.
Well, doubt you could even.
You're right, probably not.
Now, huh?
Okay, our time right now is pretty solid. Fuck. That's not ideal at all.
In the name of Hades.
I would like
Let's see how this goes.
this. Yes, oh my god. Okay.
Silk green as verdant fields. You got
I guessed wrong twice.
My dress.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Pretty good run. Or pretty good start right now.
Which one would help?
Ooh, juicy.
It's done.
And we can rebuy that later.
Beginning descent.
Right now we're looking for an attack boon. We'll probably want Hera's over Demeter's. But only probably. Reward we don't care about in exchange for a curse that is not horrible. That is quite nice.
Good evening, boatman.
This is also very nice.
Hail, O King.
I missed him a couple times, which wasn't very nice, but it's still a pretty good fight.
Olympus, I accept this message.
We want her
Decision,
attack
Master.
pretty badly.
Worth the risk.
You gotta be kidding me. That's very unfortunate. Why did that miss like 4 times? I probably should have taken rousing reception over whatever the fuck I took. I don't even remember. Just to help deal with the sea serpents and shit.
Must have been my chaos spoon just then.
What the fuck is still alive? Ah.
All right.
Why was he just standing in the corner?
Hear me on my authority.
Okay, well, we got the attack then. It's just kind of late.
How's everyone doing tonight? There's a lot to
We could have a fast siren fight. Okay, when I said a fast siren fight, I didn't imagine like that. Like that was perfect. Sure, we still lost 10 seconds basically because you want to have like a minute Oceanus, but we're plugging along.
Out of here.
Especially now that we're full build. Okay, second hammer is nice. This is a good chamber.
Last one again. Illuminate my path.
Did I take Rouse of Perception? I did. Why did I think I didn't? Fuck.
Are you alright? Would that we could fight together?
Right.
Let us be off.
Nice. Also nice. At this point, we already have everything we ever want from SDO.
Olympus,
Thank
accept
God.
this message. Come along, Homer.
We'll take this because it doesn't matter. Okay.
Echo, it's you.
Okay. And that basically... Oh my god. Okay, like... If we keep up this current pace, I think we have a pretty reasonable PB. Because my PB had, I think, 3 doors here. Or 3 chamber, 3 rewards here, so... I think these two can help us quite a bit. I was really hoping for like Nemesis to show up there. Okay. That's pretty nice.
I'm not afraid of you.
Kind of a slow fight.
His code's whole.
I guess I should have... I don't know when I
You're safe now.
Freaking-
You're all right.
left the biome in my PB, so maybe we're not on pace
This way.
anymore. But my PB didn't have any... I guess... No, it didn't have any, like, crazy stuff either. Like Possessed Array. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we're definitely keeping all of those.
Unseen. Central control. Just need a moment.
We have like a fig and a half, basically, for this biome, which I think will really be very helpful. Yeah.
They never seem to consider this.
Ooh, and she gave us an epic boon. That's like super nice. I won't even take the dad chamber as much as I want to. That was an amazing room. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's so frustrating. The fucking laser. Ugh. That makes me, I'm actually double checking my kick PP times. Just gotta find this video. I hate that because I watched the trailer for an anime that I'm interested in. Okay. The freaking Crunchyroll is continually like in my YouTube recommended, like, hey, don't you care about My Hero Academia? Okay, so it was 139 for leaving Erebus, which is really fast. Holy shit. It's 9 seconds faster than what I just did. It's 243 for Oceanus. Again, holy shit. And then our morning fields was horrible. So it looks like... Okay, 416 leaving morning fields, if we want to be on pace.
For the fates. For the unseen.
One... What's going? Why did that happen like that? That's like...
Do I dare?
That's the thing that happens to you. Ever being a My Hero Academia fan was the worst mistake of my life. The fandom is top. Literally, you're 100% correct. Like, season 1 and season 2 deceived everybody into making it seem like the show and story was going to be like good, and then it wasn't. And yet somehow, despite that just kind of being like an objectionable fact in my opinion, the My Hero Academia fans are so rabid and insist that their manga is good. And I'm gonna be crucified now. Oh, we just want to cast for a couple of games. Amazing chamber, holy shit.
I'm cursed.
Manga readers can be quite passionate is like the understatement of the lifetime. People who like anime have a different reservoir of energy than everybody else, it feels.
I could switch
And it's
planes.
like, I enjoy a good anime and manga, of course. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you just accept that something you like isn't very good, you can have so much fun. And nobody will laugh at you because you'll go, no, I know it's bad. And they'll go, oh, okay. Okay, they'll still be assholes about it, of course. But at the very least, At the very least, you won't be huffing copium, I suppose, is the option.
Special delivery.
It got gay, yeah. It got gay vampires, so it didn't get to be good.
Infinite possibility.
This is not looking so hot. Yu-Gi-Oh is in fact both. That one's true.
For the fates. For the unseen. The lightning sigil.
And again, like, I like Naruto, you know what I mean? I understand what it's like to like a shonen that's bad. Especially when your shonen is just like Naruto if it was worse. I get it. We don't have to pretend. That was kind of a slow second chamber, but
So serene.
this chaos gate makes up for it. Sure. I should have taken the bottom one. Yeah, that I think is the like perfect explanation.
Something else.
Somebody with an attack boon would be nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can work with Hera.
Name of Hades. Until we meet again.
You even got Rin to agree with you. That's how good that take was. Some stranger agrees with you on the internet, which is nearly impossible to have happen. Sure, I want the attack boon more, but I'm rousing reception pilled.
May I help you? All that pet.
There, I hit you. Give me the thing, please.
Stronger than I thought. Enough.
Ah, the Dawn discourse. Yeah, exactly. This has recently been like a trending Tumblr post. Yeah, like nothing is truly more like, damn, really? Than when you watch like history's quote-unquote best film ever, which is Citizen Kane. Not okay, that's an inflammatory way to explain it, but I'm inflammatory about it.
Accept this message.
Like, it is allegedly,
Worth the risk.
according to reviewers and such, and critics and whatnot, you know, it checks all of these boxes, therefore making it like the best movie of all time from their like top 100 movies list. And then you watch this movie and you go, oh, this kind of sucks. And it doesn't actually suck. It's just like, if I was asked to say, what are my top 100 movies, it would not be in it. Carried by rousing reception.
Outlasted her. Cinder.
Isn't it The Godfather? So,
Better behaved than this.
it was this list. I took a film studies class in college, which was fun. It was a good time. I actually highly recommend learning about film, just in general. Like, it's a good idea. And from like a filmmaking perspective, Citizen Kane is like, it's 1 out of 100 from this list. Like, it's that good from these, like, the things it does as a movie from the filmmaking perspective. However, distinctively, that does not make it the most interesting movie to watch, like the best story, yada yada. Like, it doesn't actually, it's not, it's the classic, like, you know, critic score being really good and then the audience review being like dog shit. Except I think for Citizen Kane, maybe I don't know how the audience review was, because I was not alive back then. And also that wasn't part of my class, so I didn't have to know that. The Godfather movies, of course, are super hyped up all the time. I haven't seen a single one, so I'm afraid to speak to their quality. A song is the best in the show, but it's not your favorite. I mean, sometimes it'd be like that.
Infinite possibility.
I say as someone who doesn't watch a lot of shows with songs in them. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Don't look down.
Oh my god, there are enemies. This sucks. Don't they know I have a fig leaf? Dionysus, please. Tell them about the fig leaf. Now, that actually sounds... 1. You have an impressive mastery of the English language. 2. That is such a funny thing to do. To go, well, I recently started learning English. I guess I'll watch these movies that I'm told are amazing. They're not that good. A+. This was a Star Kid musical. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I know, like, I feel like it's been more recent that people have started turning on the Godfather movies. Like, it's a generational divide. I feel like if I was still talking to my parents and I said, no, the Godfather movies are kind of overhyped, they would go, shut the fuck up. And then we wouldn't be talking again. Versus, like, I don't know. I don't know of any of my, like, friends who are my age that really give a shit about the Godfather movies. I understand that well, as someone who also lived with a brother. Or with an older brother. So it was pretty much anything one of us watched, the other one was also going to be watching or playing. And as children, I have to admit, when we were kids, Scarface,
Rest again for now.
awesome. That movie was way better than the Godfather movies. We loved that shit. I don't watch many live action movies. Damn. I mean, fair. I don't know. It balances out all of the people who say I refuse to watch animated anything on the grounds of I don't like animation. And I'm not saying those people should be. But you didn't see the hand sign, did I realize? I don't like... Wow. That's crazy. I mean, I guess it's not that crazy. But it's just like... You know, they have a fucking chokehold on people who watch animated movies, the Ghibli movies.
Shade of the dead, her only witnesses.
And I admit, I like a lot of them. I'm trying, like, I can't actually think of a Ghibli movie I've seen that I go, man, I don't like this movie. Even like Spirited Away, after seeing it 1,000 times, I'm like, damn, this movie still hits. And again, I'm not saying this to be like, you're invalid for that. I'm shocked. I remember when that first Twilight movie came out, okay? I was there in the theater with my sister and cousin watching that shit. And admittedly, it was pretty funny. It was pretty fun to watch the first Twilight movie in theaters. Admittedly, most movies are fun to watch in theaters. That's like their whole thing. But yes, that is a great example. When Marnie was there... I don't know what When Marnie Was There was. See, I've never read the Howl's Moving Castle book, and that's one I think I've only seen once or twice. And it's not my favorite movie out of all of them. I still think it's decent. I still like Howl's Moving Castle, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm saying it like this. Like I'm like a guns to my head right now. I think, for me, as a child, I remember seeing commercials for Ponyo, and that was, like, the most fantastical looking movie of all time to me as a child. I thought Ponyo was amazing. I did not see it until, like, a couple years ago. I meant to take the other door. I goofed up. I goofed up big time. And having now seen Ponyo, if I had seen it as a child, I think that would have been my whole personality for the rest of my life. Let's buy this. We get gusts.
Infinite possibility.
Okay, well, we'll take that upgrade. Too busy watching bad mermaid movies. Now, if you give an example and the example is Barbie Mermaidia, I think I have to ban you. Mako mermaids. Oh, the H20. Right. You've told me about that. I did know about that also. Barbie Mermaidia was one of the few good movies I watched as a kid. Correct answer. You don't. You're clear.
Let's see how this goes.
I just noticed the penguins. This is definitely way too slow. Fuck. Maybe if Hera's right here. There's like so many things that I want to have to make like a really good build. I think
Yes, my dear. Very well.
I think I'm down to start with Hera if I'm gonna use these.
For the fates. For the unseen.
Me and my friends, I guess it's no longer recent because it was like the start of the year, watched so many of the fucking Barbie, like maybe not all of the animated Barbie movies, but like 80 or 90% of them. Diamond Castle, having now seen it, kind of slapped. It was great. Yeah, the freaking, like, I know they introduced the two boys to be their love interests or whatever, but they were not. Those two girls were living like the cottagecore lesbian dream. I really don't like what they did to the torches.
Let's begin. Greater focus.
How much? It literally, the answer is not very. Unless there's a later Barbie movie where she just straight up has a girlfriend, you know what I mean? And they just say it explicitly.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Objectively, I want Zeus. A Barbie doll with an undercut. Does that count? Does that count? Hard to say. It feels like it should.
Here for the violence. Lord Charon, I've returned.
I'm so mad that they changed this. Like the way the Omega attack works for this weapon. It used to be okay, it used to be objectively broken. But now it's not, and it's sad.
You like it. Do be careful out there.
So the whole point of starting with Arrow is to like guarantee rousing perception. And I'm noticing that I'm not. I don't even have a cast. Okay.
For the fates.
That is pretty awesome for Monster High. Are there modern animated Barbie stuff? Or have they gone away from that? I guess because we've got Hera in the God Pool, I could take a different starting boon.
Rest again for now.
Or Frankenstein is non-binary? Hell yeah.
I could switch boons.
Yeah, it's like there are some things where it's like I understand due to the time that it happened why, like the like Legend of Korra's ending. But in this day and age, it's really just like either commit or just don't. We're past. We're no longer in a queer baiting world.
Sure.
I'm sorry to say to everybody who thought we were.
Shall we cross blades again?
Torches, what did they do to you?
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay. I really don't like what they did to the torches. Kind of annoyed.
The second finest
Might as well.
The second finest skull. Damn, true.
For the fates. For the unseen. Lord Uncle.
Although they're... So Steven Universe, of course, you know, depending on where you watched it, didn't really have any... like, it was pretty explicitly gay. But
Wastrels.
to attempt to censor that, I think it might have been in Russia when they aired it. They gave Ruby like a Macho Man Randy mustache in the episode where there's Ruby and Sapphire in their wedding. I mean, maybe in every episode of Ruby, now that I'm thinking about it.
My brother Hephaestus, he could identify each one of your dark armaments by name, but I recommend.
Exactly. It's very
I could
silly.
switch boons.
Listen. Fujoshi representation in this day and age is just as important. That's so funny. I've been meaning, for a long time, I've been meaning to watch all of Steven Universe and just never have.
Delivery for the Princess of the Underworld?
The implications.
Let's go home.
Reckon you're looking for an.
Yeah, we claim him.
Greater focus.
Damn. Is it a Star Kid reference?
I accept this message.
I guess I feel like they do say that in Star Kid musicals. At least, maybe I'm hallucinating it, but I feel like they said that in The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals at some point. Yeah, okay.
That's that.
I'll just have to review the VOD of when I watched it all on stream. I was explaining that to a friend of mine, and he was like, "Wait, isn't that like, isn't that explicitly like not allowed? Like, won't they copyright strike you?" And I was like, "No, they won't. You're allowed to." And he was like, "That seems wrong." And I was like, "Well, no one, I didn't get in any trouble for it, so it seems like I'm right." This is so slow, and it's such a bummer because it's like kind of a good build.
In the name of Hades.
Yeah, we rock with it.
Mustn't keep her waiting.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will continue this.
Outlasted her.
Such an odd
I'm always surprised by the things that get dubs, because it's like some of them I'm like, well, this is dog shit, and some of them I'm like, well, this is pretty good actually.
Let's see here.
We are not money, so.
Farewell, Erebus. At least my feet are clean.
Where did everybody go, man? So true, Dionysus.
Something else. How about you, King?
Vicious Blows is actually like so cracked.
Accept this message.
Like we're doing a lot of Grievous
Let's see
Blows.
how this goes.
Sure.
Now. Don't look down.
You can't have my... Hope this helps.
Drown in it.
Reading from the bottom up and seeing comment about the probable quality of the voice acting, followed by, I'm tempted to compile a list of reasons why Tianji is in fact gay. It's quite funny.
followed her. The very bottom of the sea.
This is a practice run, which is what I say when it's gone badly.
Out of here.
What could I have done? I guess I really couldn't have done anything differently. There just wasn't that much RNG on our side.
Come on now. Flourish.
Okay, this is a nice chamber to get right now. Just because we don't want it at the end when there's 3 rulers, because it takes forever then. That is kind of an impressive talent. See, I know a good number of people who, like, will watch the dubs or the subs of stuff in Japanese, despite, you know, not knowing Japanese, and go, no, it's probably just, it's just inherently better in Japanese. Like, they just do a better job voice acting it. And I'm like, one, I don't think that's true.
Right.
2,
This way feels right.
you certainly don't know.
Echo, it's you.
Like, there are people I know who I would say confidently do know
You're the best.
and have a fair reason to judge these, or to make these judgments.
Can't get
This
through.
is insult to injury.
This is the Titan's fall. Got you. That one again. Illuminate my path. In the name of Hades. Death to Kronos. There. I can get out now.
Alright, well that is an impressive level of knowing Japanese. I mean, there's always the famous, you know, ghost story stuff. That's always my go-to for the best dub ever. Yeah, go ahead.
Placated for the moment.
See, I'm forever.
Now be at peace again.
Oh. My old roommate from like years ago, when we would play games, like when I got the Final Fantasy VII remake and I played through it and then they played through it. I played through it with the English dub because I was like, well,
It's done.
I know English. And you know, they don't have, I don't think they had the German dub as an option. Maybe I would have tried that.
Unseen.
And the voice acting in it is legitimately pretty good. Like, they did not slouch on the English dub.
It worked.
My friend immediately, when they played it, flipped it into Japanese voice acting, and was like, no, it's just better voice acting. And I was like, but you just, like, that's just like, you're just saying that because you're anime pilled and you think it sounds better when they talk in Japanese. Like, you don't, like, you're not hearing the lines now. You're just reading lines and then, like, hearing people make noises. And they're like, and that's better. And I was like, that's crazy to me. Yeah, like, a friend of mine's a big Genshin Impactor and knows, like, all of these voice actors by name because of that. And not to hate on Genshin Impact, but I don't think they do that. Like, I'm not saying they do a bad job in that game with the voice acting, but I don't think they do an amazing job.
One chamber left.
Yu-Gi-Oh! English dub sucks for the most part. Yeah, but that's, you know, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! How could you not? How could you not listen to the beloved Yu-Gi-Oh! Dub? I will implicitly trust you. I played Genshin very shortly.
Once more, you haven't.
It's not really my thing. Like, gameplay-wise, I enjoyed it. The main thing I don't like is the gacha game aspect. Like, you know, classic.
Many of my subjects long to face you one-to-one.
I'm not really a gacha person. Especially, like, when I talked to somebody, I was like, oh yeah, I used to play, like, Fire Emblem Heroes. And they got on my case for that. They were like, you used to play famously the world's worst gacha game, but you won't play Genshin Impact? And I was like, okay, I need you to understand. I played Fire Emblem Heroes because I like fire, not because I want to spend money to get a character. Like, there's a reason I played it.
For the fates. For the unseen.
And Genshin... You've never watched any Yu-Gi-Oh? That's crazy. Maybe it's not that crazy. Maybe I'm just, like, surrounded by people who know about Yu-Gi-Oh. British Bakra. Yeah, I bet the British character would have a special place in your heart. British person.
There it is.
I'm attacking you about that for no reason. I have nothing against Genshin Impact. My friend who plays it all the time and loves it tells me all of these crazy facts about it, and I go, wow, they're really making, like, great quality of life improvements to Genshin Impact. I'm really happy for you. I'm just not gonna play it again.
Me.
I accidentally cloned my sim. It's pretty funny. No, Brooklyn Joey is real. That's... See, if anybody ever, like... That's correct. There's no other acceptable Joey Wheeler voice.
Infinite possibility.
Now, don't do me like this, Aphrodite. Artemis could show up.
No.
Oh my god.
Silk and finally, so soft, divine. I spin my threads and catch whatever. Ah, it's I know there's not.
See, I guess I haven't ever heard of any balance changes happening in Genshin. That makes sense. I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be cool if they actually did tune characters and whatnot, other than just like releasing new items and new characters. I understand they want you to buy the new characters, however, they also want you to get 6 versions of one character to max them out, is my understanding.
Accept this message.
Oh, they did a good job of matching the vibe for Joey. Everybody else is a little up there, or out there, I guess. He's meant to be polite for Bakura. Interesting. This one's a rip. Yeah, no, that's the fucking gacha experience. Truly and honestly, like. And then it's like, okay, so they also didn't make this character that good to incentivize me to try and get the other character that's good. That's cool, that's awesome. I always forget that Cookie Run is a gacha game. I don't know, like, it's so crazy to me that they were like, damn, those cookies, people would probably pay money
Let's see how this goes.
to get them. And they were right. They were just correct.
Good.
We let them get away with that. Beating the system by loving Wizard Cookie, the free guy. No, that's good. That's like a powerful way to do it.
Best keep your mouth. There you go.
Lord Charon set up shop. In the name of Hades.
Yeah, this could be a pretty good sequence of events. Damn, what characters? I know I'm not like... No change... Wait, it was just a bug? That the two ults didn't work together, or...
That's what you get.
It was just like, they actually didn't, despite like... theorizing or whatever. Because that's crazy if it was a bug, or like a problem with the game. Like, they make so much money, and you're telling me they couldn't fix it? Gotcha.
Why, hello. I thought I. Of course.
Yeah, that feels especially bad, because, like, even the, like, you know, the quote-unquote bad characters, building them up still sucks, because you have to do the gacha shit. Beto and Raiden. Ah. Assuming it's Raiden Shogun. I know her. Beidou. I feel like I know Beidou. I feel like I've heard the name Beidou. Is she the pirate woman? This is also not a very good run. No hammer, no attack rune. Guess we're taking this. Fuck that then. We're just gonna make it work. We have rousing reception that saves like, 6 seconds. Wait, no, are you? I swear to God, I thought that was the real one for some reason. Like there was an indicator. 3, 4. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, and from what I understand, Raiden Shogun is a lightning character, so that seems like a pretty good combo.
For the unseen. Headmistress guide me.
And strike our enemies before they know what hit
Worth the risk.
Especially because like this is a game designed where like you stack your buffs and shit. Like you stack abilities and everything across characters and whatnot to get the most effect out of them. At least generally that's what you do, is my understanding.
For the unseen.
Again, you've engaged in gacha games, Gay Penguins, in the most effective way.
Lord Uncle.
The cheapest way.
a natural spark in you, I know, but here, I've got... Very well.
I do see what you mean. And if I was you, Rin, I also would have been like, of course it'll work. Because it does feel like it should work. Yeah, I'll take one match for a bit.
See how this goes.
And I still don't play gacha games, which is, again, I don't hate on people who do, but in my opinion, that just is like the right option because money. I guess less because money, and then like more because depending on the game, I feel like you can just get like more game without having to deal with gacha stuff generally. Like Genshin Impacts and the other games like Zenless and Honkai Star Rail, they do a pretty good amount of like stuff. Like they're not just like the amount of content they have in them is impressive for a gacha game. I'm not sponsored. I wish I was making money off of saying this though. But like in general, like most of the gacha games I've seen where it's like, hey, give us $20 for like 5 polls or 40 polls or whatever. It's like, but I could just buy, I could buy Undertale like 20 times for that price.
Worth the risk.
Open me to the idea of developers completely ignoring certain systems of their games. Yeah, fair. I think that is maybe the most wise thing to do in general. Just research games before buying them. I say as somebody who has bought some bad games. Luckily, Steam lets you refund games. Yeah. Yeah. That's me with the new Switch 2 and all of the shit on that. where it's like, sure, I kind of would like the Switch 2 and the games on it. However, you're charging way too much money for that shit. Every game can be a fashion show. Like, every game simply can be a fashion show. You don't even need to try that hard. I probably should have gone for the hammer. I was just like, maybe I'll get Hera over here. And I didn't. 80% damage is pretty good though for the attack. I remember when they released like that $500 skin for whatever reason, and I won crazy. Like, they already had the loot box only skins, and I kind of liked the League loot boxes. 4, 5, 6. Because, you know, you could just, you got a certain amount of them for free. Where's the last one? I know, she was just finishing the attack. 136, really good. Especially without rousing reception on. Absolutely agreed. I feel like you're lowballing those price points. Like,
Such an arduous path you have.
I remember when all of my friends in high school were trying to get me to play League of Legends, and they described it to me, and I said, why wouldn't I just play Dota 2? Which is free, and then has skins that I don't buy because I don't understand how to buy them.
Into the depths.
Have they surpassed that? I don't know. I haven't played League in 4 years. Maybe 5 years at this point. I imagine, due to their greed, they probably will eventually surpass that. They have to pay for Arcane Season 3 somehow, you know what I mean?
Bones for later use.
An MMO? I knew about the fighting game. I didn't know about the MMO.
Don't look down.
Jesus. Why do they... I know why they want to get their grubby hands into MMOs, but also, that just feels like such a bad idea. They did that to make money. If there's one thing I almost respect about Riot Games, it's that they are willing to do pretty much anything to make money.
Hail, O King.
I mean, if that game ever comes out, I'll be stunned. Because I've never heard about this MMO before, and, like... when they put out the Ruined King story, I tried to play that, and the game was just, like, constantly crashing on me. So I'm excited to see what this MMO will be like. And, you know, its monthly service fee or whatever. I'm sure that'll be kind of crazy bones. Okay, decent Oceanus. Not great, but we're only like 10 seconds behind. the one Victor skin that has trans colors. That, I mean, that probably does exist. I don't know them because I don't play anymore. Fair. Fair. They are kind of the free-to-play masters. And, like, free-to-play asterisks, because they still manage to successfully get people to buy a bunch of shit in their games. Gorgon amulet?
And draw you down.
This night has grown particularly dark. A goddess may cross your path.
That was awesome that Athena didn't proc. Or the fig leaf. I didn't change keepsakes. That's why I didn't go off. Oh my god, that's so bad actually.
For the fates. For the unseen.
That was like a halfway decent run. Yikes. Okay, we'll probably only do a couple more runs before I stop for the day. Oh shit. I hope the animation goes off. I heard the sound effect. Thank you for the follow. I see the animation. Nice. How fancy? I know. It was comically easy to set up.
Let's see how this goes.
You know, for all the followers. Aw, I appreciate that. I do a lot of various speedruns. Been a good stream. Well, now you're just trying to get something from me. If at this point you offer up your portfolio as somebody who makes artwork for streamers, you're allowed to do that now. You've put in the work. Give me your soul. That's actually even easier to do. Well, you're missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime of being a bot that goes around into streams trying to promote selling artwork.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I have to imagine it works sometimes, given how many there are. I feel you. This is actually something I feel like you might have... Maybe you weren't there for that part of the conversation with Hanan about... Like, artwork? Doing the drawing art? It's kind of hard. I stick to the writing stuff. That's the stuff I've kind of, like, worked on and gotten, like, okay at.
Fancy running and tracked me.
Yes. Oh my god, that's so good.
It's yours. I was never here.
Yeah, just send a link to a virus wig. No, not like this. Don't let the run die like this.
I'll send you to your graves.
Yeah. That was... We were talking about art stuff because... It's kind of very funny to think about how Hanan spent like basically $1,000 US on a bunch of like art tech stuff, and then went, I don't even really like doing art that much. I just watched a YouTube video. Like, I respect the shit out of that commitment, but also it's funny as hell. Thanks. Ah, no, fuck. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, okay. 145 is decent. It would have been faster if I didn't, you know, fuck up 4 things in a row. But we didn't get sheeped. I'm the only real artist here.
Could try a different one.
Valid. A fair and easy claim to make. I'm gonna draw boys just... Well, that's...
Into the depths.
That's pretty cool. I just have to imagine it in my mind's eye. That makes sense. They're the boys of the day, you know?
Lord Charon set up shop.
Ooh. Now we're kind of cooking. Okay.
Have at you, King.
I like, there's one really great Yuri manga that I love that updates. That one I think is completely done. Like, as far as being printed, it's just, it has not been translated all the way, because there's also a live action adaptation of it, and the live action adaptation seems to go well beyond of where the manga ends. So I'm like, damn, what? Like, I haven't watched all the live action because I was watching with a friend, which is a bummer. Wow. That's actually coming forward and bravely admitting to being a straight guy. That's insane. And that's the last thing I say before. No, I've been told I'm not allowed to ban people for being straight. Alright, I've been resetting. Nice. Wow, that was awesome. That was less awesome there.
Finally.
Well, you get some bonus points for that. And you would be maybe not that surprised to hear that some people do make a hard time of that. Bunch of notifications on my phone. No, go away. Okay. I've cleared my phone notifications. I was really just like, where are the enemies? They're fucking all over the place for some reason. Alright, thank you, Gorgon Amulet. You work so well when you're equipped. Why are you down there? Girl.
Yes, I accept this message.
How the turntables. The age of straight people being ashamed for their sexuality.
Would that we could find
You know? I'm not saying this as a Where the fuck did he go? What was that shit?
They won't be gone for long.
We could still have an okay time here and like match my PB.
It's you.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything we want anymore. But I do want another Hairpin. Forgot I have Possessed Array, so Born Gain is like really good.
They won't like this. Hear me, on my authority. Worth the risk.
Fuck it. That's funny. Okay, the exit's up there. That's good to know. I am indeed often stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, well this is definitely not matching my PB anymore. Right? Right? Yeah, being able to just sit there getting attacked is quite funny. Okay, yeah, we're now 7 seconds behind me leaving this biome, unfortunately. Sure. If you weren't invulnerable when picking up boons, the morning fields would just be impossible. That's my... Call me a bad gamer if you want, but it's true. Well, this sucks. Yeah. And admittedly, Hades is generally one of like the most speedrun friendly games. Like the things they do to this game, there's nothing that's actively hostile for runs, if that makes sense. Like when they introduced the fig leaf, it's like, wait a second, who's that for if not speedrunners? And the answer is nobody. I've yet to meet anybody who says, yeah, I love taking the fig leaf. I love RNG. Oh, I guess, no, this doesn't work. I only picked up 3 blood drops? That's crazy. I should have freeze.
Ground floor. Central control. Just need a moment. Let's begin.
Yeah, White Antler. Admittedly, like my first successful runs of the game before speedrunning, I was also using White Antler casually just because I was like, oh, actually, this is so awesome. This item's so cool. So, you know, maybe I'm just a psychopath, bro. But you're not wrong. It's also a, hey, if you want to go fast, this is an item for you. Damn it, I wanted the Hades boon for the dash. Well, that was a really nice chamber. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Greater strength. Chronos.
My granddaughter.
Yeah, it was a room full of just hourglasses and a big
You
man.
cannot be in two.
And so as long as you don't get stuck by the hourglasses, it's actually a very nice chamber.
Tut tut. I have no guests I wish for you to meet.
Now, if they took that move just fully out of the game, then that would be the greatest gift to speedrunners, specifically me, they could ever deliver. I hate his suck move ever since they added the barrier to it.
3, 2, 1.
Alright. Let's see if my damage is good or not. My damage is good?
That shall not work.
No.
Of all of the things to die to at the end, of all of the things to run into and die to, that was good. That was yeah. Yeah. That's how you know it's over. I mean, yeah, there is, but that's also like kind of par for the course, it feels like, for some of these bosses. Red plus blue gaze, finally. We didn't have enough of those. I don't know, runs today were admittedly not the best, but it's good to get practice in after a bit of time off. And tentatively, I'll be streaming tomorrow, depending on when I get everything else done and when my friend wants to get dinner. But I should have time regardless. That aside, there probably won't be a stream Friday, also depending on when a friend of mine shows up. Maybe there will. Maybe it'll just be an early stream. We'll see. I think that's everything. I don't know. I don't have any real updates. I don't know. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. We'll be back. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of the day. And if I don't go live again this week, have a good rest of the week. LOL.